Hey, what's up, friends? Will Black here. Good to see you guys. So we are going to be continuing on our pours with slightly heavier paints. So what I mean by paints is I'm watering them down less with not just water, but mediums. I'm putting less Floetrol in them. I'm putting less water in it, and I'm trying to get a thicker consistency. Let me show you what we're using. Let's transition over to the art cam. And all right, here we go. All right, so we've got these Brie Reese colors. We got crimson, ocean green, cadmium yellow, and ultramarine blue and Payne's gray. And if you want to, and I'm using Helix treadmill belt lubricant, 100% silicone, suspended silicone technology. And we've actually used a little bit more silicone than normal. So we've got 3 drops in everything, including the base layer. I usually don't add any in the base layer. Well, today we have some in the base layer. And Floetrol. And a couple drops of water. But I've been playing around with the idea that we want 100% of, I don't know what I was about to say. It's gone. I'm still going to spritz the inside of this, even though we've already used silicone. I want all my paint to come out. So gray is the base layer. And this is Payne's gray. There we go. Get that out of there. I made up a little bit more than I usually make. Alright, get off the stick. Okay, good. That's fine. And let's do, yeah. So this here is the ocean green, and I've added a little slight touch bit of green to this, just so it greens it up. It's a very blue-green. It's actually really close to teal. Actually, it's very close to exactly what I would call teal. And get into my cup. There we go. And this is cadmium yellow. This stuff was a pain to mix too. I don't know why it was so hard, but it was. All right. Then the ultramarine, and then I'm going to put the 2 reds. And so I'm kind of pouring these from low down in here, just so that they kind of pool at the top. Then I'm going to pour my 2 reds high to kind of, to kind of mix them up a little bit. Yeah. Oh, that ultramarine is heavy. I can see that sinking like right away. And this is crimson with a touch of magenta added. Oh, man. It is so hard to get the pigment. I thought I saw a... oh well. I'm pouring this up high so it gets all up in between all the paints and stuff, so it goes all the way down to the bottom. Hey. And then the last one, this is kind of pinkish. It's a half tone of this crimson. All right, so this will be the one. Ready? That's already kind of cool. Look at it's already selling up and whatnot. Okay. And this is, I don't know if you could see, but all the paint is kind of coming up off the sides of the cup and stuff. And so really everything that was, oh, I can still see some of this. It's selling up in here. This is going to be a good one. Oh, I knew it. So good. This will be interesting to see how this one plays out here. You know what? Sometimes I'm half tempted to just leave them. Like, my favorite part, the best part, is right after it comes out of the cup. Just leave it alone. Because it's awesome. Oh my gosh, like this right here. Oh, can you see that? I don't think so. Let me bring you closer. So that Payne's Gray has a lighter gray. I guess it came from the cadmium yellow. I guess. I don't know where else it could have come from. Well, anyway. Let me get out a corner catcher. So I was messing around with a palette knife and some Yupo paper, and I really didn't like these. So they're actually, that one's kind of cool, but they're now my new corner catchers. Just cut them up, and now they've got a different purpose. This one needed a green in it. Oops, not tilting it too fast. Sometimes it's kind of hard to not tilt it too fast. Wait. I'm gonna torch. Torchy! So now if there's any... I'm trying to force any extra selling that's going to happen to the right now. Just so that we don't end up with these little cells that'll pop up and create polka dots. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with polka dots. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I don't want that random weird selling that sometimes can happen. That way. Oh, that was well done. Listen to me congratulating myself. Oh, that was well done, Will. Well done. Because I was trying to save these, that Payne's Gray, two colors of Payne's Gray that are kind of threaded through each other. And let me dry off my hands. Man, I love this top corner though, for real right now. It reminds me of like a sunset over from here up, from here to the edge. Kind of reminds me of the sun, like a sunset over a lake or beach or whatever. Anyway, I think I've decided that I love me some ultramarine blue. That's what it was, right? Yeah, ultramarine. All right, let's finish this bad boy up. I like it. You know, sometimes, I don't know if you've ever done this, but sometimes I'll do something and I'm like, I could have done better on that. Like, way better. And sometimes you're like, this feels good. I'm glad I did this. Well, today's a this feels good. I'm glad I did this type of moment for me. And so this is the first time that I've used heavy body paints. I'm sure some of you out there have done that before. This is my first time, so. Yeah, okay. Now man, I got a lot of paint on my hands that round. This is going to be fun to watch develop, because what I would really like to happen, although I don't think it is, my Payne's Gray was the thinnest of all my colors. So what I'm hoping is it's going to rise because there's slightly less pigment in that one. This normally doesn't happen. I wonder why this happened. This yellow is kind of getting feathery over here. Normally it doesn't. And where's my... I see a paint booger. Get out of my painting. Yeah. Very good. All right, guys. Here we go. Let me switch back over to face cam for a second. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This was fun to make, and I'm glad I had somebody to talk to. Even though we're not face to face, it still feels kind of awesome when I'm making art with friends. And so I love it. So would you guys do something for me? Would you reach down there and click that like button? And if you haven't subscribed yet, but you've watched a couple videos and maybe you're like, well, this Will guy doesn't suck that bad, would you click that subscribe button? All right, guys, that's about it for me. Oh, really quick, I gotta say thank you to my subscriber, to my sponsor, Karen Bott at octopunks.com. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you want to be a sponsor, there's a link down in the description. And oh, we're doing a giveaway. Forgot about the giveaway for a second. So I did some research today, and I figured out all the legal ways to do a sweepstakes. And so I found a pretty awesome program with that, and so that'll be coming out soon. So stay tuned, and it'll, once people kind of like self-qualify, like, hey, I want to be included, it'll randomly draw after the due date, and it'll select the person with not just the most entries, but it'll select somebody with that got randomly selected out of their entries. All right, guys, so that was a mouthful, and yeah, that is it. So guys, thank you so much for joining, and other than that, peace out. Stop recording.